Gonna take this R44 Raven 2 to the Superstitions here in a few minutes.
Okay, so here I am, ready. It's as ready as I'll ever be. So off we go. We're in North Scottsdale, so we're gonna head across. I think it took like 15-20 minutes to get there from where we're at. So it's cool. Got the feel for the helicopter on the way. It's kind of cool. Everything always looks different from above. And there's some smoke from a mulch fire at a place in Mesa, so that's why you see a lot of the haze there. So, well, it's not too bad. So, anyways, off we go. It's pretty exciting. The helicopter, I'm sitting next to no door. It's wide open, so which is cool for photography and stuff. But you don't want to stick your hand out the window. So I'm talking away here, but you can't make it out because it's the sound, the helicopters make a lot of noise. So that's Weaver's Needle or Segment we passed by, and we're headed to do a couple rounds. So it was fun. The helicopter was definitely cool. It takes off and turns, goes around. It's pretty stable. So directly ahead is the Sacred Mountain. All right, now we've got tuned in here, so you can't hear my voice very well with the sound of the helicopter. My door is open. I have no door on my side, so the wind's going by 100 miles an hour, and it tells me not to stick my hand out, otherwise it'll break my arm, or I'll lose my camera. So, anyways, I'm glued to the seat with a good seat belt, and we're taking a tool around Superstitions here. So we're coming up to Sacred Mountain right there, right straight ahead, due east of where I'm at now. So just drove by, or flew by, Weaver's Needle or Segment. Looks like a Sphinx or a lioness. So I'm explaining to the pilot here a few of these things, so he thinks I'm probably crazy. But so that mountain right there, we were headed to go to the north side, and then thought we should go around the south side since my door is open, and I can look down and take pictures. So here's the Sacred Mountain. The first night I camped up in there was up in that area. The gold is up in that area. The one formation there, the energetic formation, it's what the Jed Pillar, the Egyptian symbol, is all about. And that's the tailbone of the apeless bull right there. So that was the first night I stayed out, up under the stars up there. It took a while to get up to that hill spot there, but I'm not doing a very good camera job here. But so right on the other side of that ridge is the energetic spot. So that's the Sacred Mountain point right there. There's the Cibola silhouette there, the bison. Down there's a couple caves. Looks like there's a few more than I even knew there was up there. I didn't get a good look in the grimacing face there at Tim's cave, but from what I glanced down and looked at it, it's hard to make anything out. So you got to be at the right angle for all this stuff. Here we're on the north side, and down here's the Moon Temple, and right there, and then there's the bald spot right there to the bottom right of it, and that's where the black hole is, I think. So UAPs come down through that. That's the flight path, and then right into that spot there, maybe. So we're flying around the north side of the Sacred Mountain proper, and up in there, in that valley right there, that crescent to the right, there's this bit of a saddle there between the peaks, the high peaks, and then that one to the right. That's the spot. That's the energetic spot right there. So winter time there's erosion. It comes down and washes down these creeks here, like this one and the one to the right over here to the west. And that stuff, you can find it down low, so you don't have to go all the way to the top. So he's taking me right above it. So here is, we're flying directly above, and kind of to the right of my screen there is the Saturn. That that energetic formation starts, and that's where Quetzalcoatl and Amun-Ra is. Here we're flying over the silhouette of the bison Cibola, right there. This is to the left here is the Apis bull spine, which curves around to where it's truncated there at the end there to the right of the screen. Down right in front of us, right dead center, is Thoth, and it's a geological slide block. It used to be part of this ridge that slid down, and that's the Ibis bird head, or Ibis bird head. So we're probably a little bit too close, too low. But here's the Apis bull backbone, ridge line, and then we're going to directly ahead past this valley. You'll see Set, Anubis, and Beset, all three right there, right directly ahead. So just on the other side of that valley there. So that's why one day I ate a ham sandwich under a tree right on the snout of Seth. To the left, I was thinking, are those two valleys right there kind of squared off? Those are his ears. They're way back to the back of his head, which is odd, but that's how they're depicted. There's a little bit of a white spot there in the center there. That's his eyeball. So when you get far in the back, you can really make it out. And then just above him is Anubis, which Anubis is supposedly Set's son in some of the stories you hear. And now his ears are those two little erosion or valleys going up straight up off the back of his head there, or kind of the top of his head. Beset is right there. She's seen better from down low and then along that, around the nose of Amun-Ra. But so we're directly above Set right now, and there's Anubis, which is cool. A lot to take in a short little ride. So I told him to swing back around, so now he's really leaning, so my butt is sucking the seat because there's no door, and I got just a seatbelt on with a shoulder strap, so that was interesting to say the least. Down to the left is that ridge at the confluence of the washes there is Amun-Ra, the ram's head. So we're going to fly out a little bit past that and then turn around and do a 180 so we can look at it. So there's the Ark of a Million Ages, or the Bark of a Million Ages, sorry. Up here, back up there again is where we were just from, is Thoth, the Atlantean. Supposedly he's from Atlantis. So that's interesting. So back the Sacred Mountain, we're looking off at Weaver's Needle, way to the beyond the Sekhmet, and down below here in front is Miner's Needle, or Isis, and then that outcropping right in the front at the base of that hill is Ra. Looks like a birdman, and he's standing alongside the bark boat of a million ages. We did about a 14-15 minute jaunt through here, and let's see if we can spin back around here now. So there's the bark. And there I flip around. So I'm looking outside. There's no door right there between me and the outside there. So there's to the left of the screen, there's in the center of the screen, almost the center, is is Amun Ra. Right below us, in front of there, is that diamond-shaped land formation. That's Hathor. That's the Hathor Valley. To the right there, where the point comes together, the two washes come together, that's usually where I kind of park and hike. But I have been taking the bike up along through there. It was kind of a rough ride. A lot of water was running. But anyway, so still off. It's off wilderness property there. So there's Ra. They get the best angle of him to see that ram set. I was hoping I'd see the R on his ears or his horns, but you got to be in the right angle again to see that. But, so off to the distance there, you see Beset, Anubis, and Seth, right down in line with that wash there. So again, there's Hathor right there. This was a fun trip because it's cool to see it from there, and it's so hard to get around down there. It's so rough that this kind of made it surreal a little bit. It wasn't real because it was so easy to get over there and fly around. It was like nothing, but it's a different world down there in the ground for sure. So it's looking off to the Sacred Mountain Point, now to the north, and looking around above. We're above Hathor. Remember, Hathor is in alignment with Isis and Sekhmet, or Miner's Needle and Weaver's Needle, in the summer solstice sunset. So if we went a little bit to the left, we'd be in alignment with those mountains. It looks like a sunburst or setting sun on the horizon when those two align. That's pretty cool. So here we're going to go by the Sacred Mountain again, I think. Right in this area, this big area here is where Nut, I've been talking about, the god that's the female god that's draped over to protect everyone. And Jeb, the god of the earth, is below her. And some depictions have another god that's Shu, is her father, that's holding her up. He's there to separate, to punish them. He separated Nut from Jeb because they were fornicating and they were siblings. And is the story. And so he is separating them. Now, what's very cool, I just realized here lately, is that I have to be up about 9 miles to 20 miles, 22 miles on Google Earth above the ground to see those images. And the interesting thing is the ozone is anywhere from 8 to 20, 22 miles. So it starts about 8 miles high and goes up. So air runs out like Mount Everest is about 5 miles. You start running out of air there. And so that's where Shu is air, god of air. Shu stops and Nut takes over. And Nut is the mother goddess of a lot of things. She swallows the Ra, the sun god, and then gives birth to him every morning. So the ozone, again, where you have to be in the ozone to see this image, protects the earth from ultraviolet rays. And so the mother protector protects the earth and all life on it from the ultraviolet rays. Just the ozone thins out about 98 to 99% of the ozone, or the ultraviolet rays. It gives it just enough to give so we need sun for vitamin D and other things, and plant life needs it. So and it's just perfect. So who knew that Nut is the sky god that is protecting the earth like that? Who would have told the ancient people that story, or how that works? They've got it sectioned out where Jeb is on the earth, Shu is the air holding, separating the sky from the earth, and Nut is the lower part of the stratosphere, the ozone layer, protecting life on Earth, and she is the got us. Maybe it was the UAPs. Maybe we've been brought to this planet and seated on it, and we're being taught this or shown things. Here's Weaver's Needler segment. You can't see any images on here, but this close to this angle. So that's it.